Okay, today we are playing a game on Hanamura. We are playing about a quarter of the game as Zarya, but the vast majority of this game is as Winston, and this was a competitive game, but it happened during placement, so SR, who knows what it's doing. Current team composition is Roadhog, Orisa, May, McCree, Anna, and Mercy. So this is one of those team comps that I look at and I see it tells a story. Because this is one of those team comps where I'm like, everyone knew they were meant to pick a front line, but no one really wanted to pick, like, the front line, you know? Because you might look at it and go, oh, you got two tanks and a May. That's a front line. Yeah, but the two tanks are Roadhog and Orisa, right? They're not like a Reinhardt or a D.Va, right? They don't have quite the same presence. Everything we have, and Orisa just isn't a frontline fighter. Like, she's a tank, but she isn't meant to be at the front line. So, all of the people we have are, like, supplementary front line, right? They aren't the front line. There's no Reinhardt, there's no Winston, there's no D.Va. It's like if you were trying to make a sandwich, and you say to yourself, rather than put meat in here, what I think I'll actually do is I'll just put more condiments in. Like if I put ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, and barbecue sauce in here, that's the same as if I had just put some meat in here, right? Well, no, not really. That's kind of what happened here. So I would expect to get just bowled over because we don't really have, like, a good front line. Like, the only way this works, really, is if Roadhog picks someone off really fast, May keeps walling them off, and McCree and Orisa do, like, a lot of damage, and the supports kind of just make do with not really having anybody great to protect them other than McCree. But, like, realistically, solo queue McCree, is he going to protect the supports very consistently? You know. So, there's, like, there's a lot of moving parts in this team that have to operate perfectly for a really long time. So, I'd expect to just kind of get bowled over. So, in the accompanying email, it says, Zarya is still a tank I don't play a lot, and I believe is my least played of the original 5 tanks. As such, I don't feel like I've developed the proper instincts for Zarya yet, and any insight would be appreciated. We'll talk about that when we're playing Zarya. Also, I would like to know if, assuming equal skill level, I should have picked a different tank to hold the second point other than Zarya. We'll talk about that when we're on the second point. On attack, I actually have played almost no Hanamura since coming back to the game, and I've also forgotten how to push in on Hanamura. Advice on Baby's first Hanamura push would be appreciated. We'll talk about that when we're attacking on Hanamura. So, let's just start the game. We are playing Roadhog right now. We die really quickly, and then we change to Zarya, so don't worry about it. So, we're not going to hold this point very well, because our team is just going to kind of get fucked really quickly. So you see we've lost May immediately, because she got picked by Hanzo. She's going to get rezzed, but then Mercy's going to die, which is terrible, because now Mercy's died, like, right at the start of the fight. Then they just keep going over there. Genji and Hanzo have just come over through the window. Nobody actually, like, strong and ready to fight was up there, so they've just killed... They killed May, Mercy, and McCree really quickly. May got rezzed, but, you know. So now we're missing a lot of people. May's back now, but by the point that she's back and ready to fight, we've lost so many people that it's just over. So it's just like... There's not much we do about this one, especially not as Roadhog, because the thing is that Genji and Hanzo just came through the window and killed people really fucking quickly. So... maybe if we're playing Winston, we, like, mess with those people really quickly and, like, at least make it difficult for them to do what they were gonna do. Maybe if we're playing Zarya, we can bubble those people and they don't die. But, like, realistically, that was pretty well played by Genji and Hanzo, so they kind of deserved it. But also, it's just like people are up there, they don't have, like, someone with them to really help fight, honestly. It's just kind of like, McCree, Mercy, you know, they just kind of get killed. There's not much you can do about that one, especially not as Roadhog. So we're about to switch to Zarya now. And one of the questions in the email was, assuming equal skill, should I have changed to a different tank for the second point? So because Orisa has changed to Winston, we now actually have the front line, because Winston is one of those people that can be the front line. A little bit harder to play as the front line than Reinhardt or D.Va is, but he can be a main tank. So, Roadhog could also actually be fine now, because Hanzo's going to be reasonably close to you, probably kill him. Genji, Roadhog versus Genji is kind of skill-based matchup, but Roadhog has the edge because the Genji should bare minimum never kill you, and the Genji kind of has to respect the fact you can try to hook him. And Roadhog can kill another Roadhog, and he can kill Zarya, but Zarya does also make it difficult for Roadhog because you can always bubble the person you're hooking. So maybe you go, alright, I'm going to stay as Roadhog because now we have the front line. Zarya is fine because Zarya is one of those tanks who is very rarely bad to pick. She is always just kind of okay. She's never really bad. She's always just sort of like, fine, bare minimum. Sometimes she's really good, but she's always just, fine. The important thing is that you have a main tank with Zarya, because Zarya is supplementary. She's a supportive tank. She's not like the tank. She's not the Reinhardt, the diva. She doesn't have the presence necessary to do that. But we've got a Winston, so Zarya's fine also, because we can work with the Winston. Zarya makes it difficult because they have a Roadhog. We can make it difficult for him. We can bubble whoever Hanzo or Genji are trying to kill, make life difficult for them, so Zarya's fine. Maybe you go, I'm going to play Diva, because I want to make life difficult for Roadhog, because I can always still null out the person he hooked. I can fuck with Hanzo, make it difficult for him to do things. I can fuck with Diva, Ana, and Mercy, because I can just go and try to bully them, because I'm playing Diva. We've got a Winston as well, so like Winston can try and deal with like, Genji and Hanzo while you're diving the backline if you're sort of working roughly together with each other. So Diva would also be good, especially since with Winston versus that team, both of those people like really fuck with their team. Reinhardt would be okay also because they kind of have to come at you from the front, right? Like they should be coming at you from one direction and you can block most of their stuff. The only one you can't really block is Genji, because Genji's going to be trying to flank you. But they're not very good at breaking a barrier. The best they've got on their team is Roadhog, but Roadhog by himself is not going to break your barrier very quickly as Reinhardt. So Reinhardt would be good now. You can sit in front of your, you can sit in front of Mei, McCree, Anna, make just Mercy as well, probably, and make it difficult for the rest of the team to do anything, and then hopefully Winston can deal with Genji, who is the only one you as Reinhardt would not be able to deal with. So this would also be a good team to play Reinhardt against. You could pick a lot of tanks against this team, and they would all have a different reason to be picked, right? Like, Zarya is just always like, fine, no big deal. Reinhardt would be pretty good, just because they can't break your barrier, really. Like, you look at that team and you think, who's gonna break it? It's just Roadhog, really. Yeah, Genji's there, fucking around. We got Winston, we got McCree, we got Mei. Genji shouldn't be able to deal with that, really. So, Reinhardt would be good, Roadhog would be good, Diva would be good, Zarya would be good. You could pick any tank, and there would be a different reason to do so, and I don't think any one of them is obviously better than the other. I would probably go with Reinhardt, but that's just because I'm, like, the most confident with Reinhardt of all the tanks. But, assuming equal skill, I think you can make a decent argument to pick any of the tanks versus that team comp, because also, we have Winston now, so, like, he can be the front line, so even Orisa wouldn't be terrible. Sort of like mini Reinhardt, you know, we can sit around the back line and then still make it difficult for Hanzo and Roadhog, and we can just try and do more damage. You can argue any of them, really. I would pick Reinhardt, but I'm just most confident with Reinhardt, so that's me, but I think you can make an argument for any of the tanks, assuming equal skill. Obviously, you know, not very few people can play all of the tanks confidently, so you wouldn't argue assuming equal skill with all 6 of them, but you can make an argument for all of them, so assuming equal skill, I think you could pick any of them. So, now we're playing Zarya, so we're going to talk about the second part of the email, well, the first part, which was basic advice for Zarya. 10 minutes in, and we've gone through 2.5 minutes of the footage. Oh, this is going to be a good one. So, Zarya, common mistake, 2 most common mistakes. First off, Zarya players always want to play aggressive when they're not allowed to play aggressively. Because the thing is, Zarya on paper is very simple to play. When you're low charge, play passively. When you're high charge, go and play aggressively, because now you're the best hero in the game when you're high charge. The thing is, a lot of people try to play aggressively when they're low charge. If you haven't got like 50% charge, you're not really a hero yet. You gotta actually start being a hero before you're allowed to go play aggressively. So, there's the, you know, if you're low charge, wait around. Just try and be more, just be passive and wait until you have charge. Other biggest thing, we talk about this every time we talk about Zarya, but like, it's important. Most common mistake is Zaryas try to use their barriers predictively rather than reactively. And by that I mean they'll go, oh, that person's about to take damage. So they bubble that person, and then the person doesn't actually end up taking damage for one reason or another. Either because you predicted incorrectly, or the person was like, oh, they've got a barrier on them now, I'm just gonna wait, I'm gonna do something else, alright, now it's gone, now I'll start shooting. There's a few things that can go wrong if you're trying to predict it. Whereas, if the person's already shooting, so you want to wait until the person is already taking damage, either be it you or the other person, because it's harder to stop yourself from shooting once you've already started shooting, but just on a base level, the person is not going to react instantly. They aren't going to see the first frame of the bubble and then stop shooting, right? They're going to shoot the bubble at least a little bit. So you'll always get some charge. Even if it might not always be a lot, you're going to get some. Whereas if you use it predictively, you can end up getting 0 out of a pretty long cooldown, which is very sad. So, just wait until somebody is taking damage, and then bubble them, and you will always get some. And I'm not saying wait till the person's like half dead or something. You can't take this advice too far the other way. Just wait until like damage has started happening, and you will probably get some charge out of it. And then, that's like the biggest thing with Zarya, because if you're just low charge throughout the entire game, it has this cascading effect where it just makes all other areas of Zarya hard to play because you're low charge. Because you're low charge, you're just like not really a hero, you're trying to hit him with a pool noodle, so you don't have any presence because you're low charge, you're doing low damage, and that means you're not building up your ultimate very quickly, and Graviton already takes a very long time to charge. So just like, using your bubbles efficiently is the biggest part of playing Zarya, because that's what impacts every other aspect of Zarya. So, that's like, basic advice with Zarya, and like, the most important thing. Zarya is like, pretty easy to play, it's mostly just like, decision-making stuff, and like, using barriers, and then Graviton as well, but Graviton is fairly self-explanatory on how to use, right? Like, probably don't need to be told, yeah, get a bunch of people in it, wait until your team are there so they can actually kill you with it, try and combo with ultimates. All that's obvious stuff. It's just like, bubbles, playing aggressively when low charge, those are the very common Zarya mistakes. So anyway, let's actually talk about the game that's happening right now. So, they've lost Hanzo and Mercy immediately. That means they're gonna lose the game because they don't have, well, they're not gonna lose the game, they're gonna lose the fight at least. Hopefully they lose the game, but they're gonna lose the fight because they lost Mercy, so nobody can res them. They also lost Hanzo, which was one of their DPS. They're trying to fight 4v6. Didn't work. They also tried to go the absolute worst way possible because they're trying to go through the death pit over the bridge. So they're not very mobile team. They've got Genji and that's it for mobility, so like Mei walls them off and then suddenly life's difficult for them. Winston just really fucks with them, so it was not really in the cards for them in the best case scenario. Especially since they probably didn't build up very many ultimates off that first push, because it was over so fast. So it was not really realistically going to work out for them, and then they end up going about it really badly, because they just kind of go across the bridge. They're not very good at going across the bridge as a team, either, so like, Maybe they had like 4 ultimates, maybe, but probably not, and they thought, we'll just use all our ultimates and then we'll win. Well, they didn't do that properly either, if that's the case. So, we should have come up here a lot sooner, because this is where you want to be standing on Hanamura when you're defending, just as like your default position, because enemy team is most likely to try and push up on the right side, so you always want to be up here to meet them. And then if they try to push in a different way, well, if you need to be on low ground, you can just jump off the high ground and you're there. If you're on the low ground and you need to be the high ground, well, that's difficult to do, especially if you have no mobility like Zarya. So, should have come up here sooner, in case we need to be up here. Here's Hanzo. We're gonna go and try to get him. It's a bit difficult waiting to take damage with a Hanzo, because Hanzo might just kill the person because he's that kind of hero. Also, with like the predictive thing, I guess I should have said this, you can take it too far, like, if Mercy's getting run down by a Genji with Dragon Blade, yeah, you can predict that one. Like, he's probably gonna try and cut her. Maybe don't wait till she starts getting cut before you bubble her. I would assume that one's fairly self-explanatory, but you never know. You never know. So, anyway. Fight's happening right now. We've lost our Mercy and we've lost our Winston very quickly. Oh god, we've been nano-boosted while we're not very high charge, which is very sad. However, we've managed to build up charge quite quickly, and Mei had her ultimate, Kree had his ultimate, so now we've managed to kill enough of them that they're not going to realistically be able to take the point. Even though we're kind of half and half, even if they started killing us with the rest of their half, our point is so much closer that we just have the advantage in the fight, so... We didn't really have to do that much because our team had the necessary ultimates to fend it off, kind of independent of what we did. Got nano boosted while low charge, which is sad. We did manage to get up to like 70 midway through the fight, but by that point, the fight was already like over. Here's the cat. There goes the cat. Alright, cat's still in the vicinity though, so he may be back. Okay, so May is gonna try and wall someone off. Mercy just got picked off, which is terrible news, of course. But their team's not very good at diving in decisively, so Mercy got picked off. Mercy's already coming back by the time they start coming through, so it's not the end of the world. We've almost got Graviton. We are not really allowed to be doing what we're doing right now, because we're just sort of trying to, like, muscle our way in to a Roadhog and an Ana. There's a lot of ways that can go wrong. The most basic one is just Roadhog kills you. He ends up getting nano boosted, so it like gets even scarier right there. We end up dropping really low. Zarya is good against Roadhog, but only because she can block shots and kind of negate his hook. You're not very good at just fighting toe-to-toe with a Roadhog, unless he's already mostly dead or you've got help, so we're just kinda playing too aggressively, especially since we were low charge at the time as well. We were playing too aggressively, basically. And we also almost had Graviton, so it's a terrible time to die, because now we don't actually get to use our Graviton. And we're gonna come out with Graviton, but it's gonna end up not being fantastic, because, of course, our team right now is in the mode where they have to just go out and touch the point or we lose the game. So we get out here and only Mercy's alive. And then we end up just dumping the Graviton down here. You just gotta kind of play it more cautiously. You gotta play it a little bit more patiently, because they've only got one tick. We don't want them to get we want to deny as much of them as possible, of course, but right now, if we go touch the point, we are gonna die. There's like no way it works out. If we and we've got Graviton, we don't want to die again right now, because we want to be able to use Graviton to swing this fight. If we just wait a little bit longer, just like a couple of seconds, some of our team will actually be out here to benefit from this. Because we dump it out here, was just McCree and Mercy, so they aren't really able to do anything. See, now May's getting here, though. If we waited just a little bit longer, if we waited until, like, that on the bar right now, and, you know, you don't want to do it, obviously, you don't want to do it because you think to yourself, oh, I can't let them keep building it up. The thing is, though, you kind of just have to acquiesce that they're gonna build something. So, like, there's no way I stop them from building something right now. So I should just let them build a little bit now, so that when my team comes out, we can be in a stronger position to fight. Because now, they're having to try and fight without us, and without the Graviton. We wait like a little bit longer, we just wait like a couple more seconds. Yeah, they'll build more charge, but like, then we'll be in so much better of a position to actually try and fight them off. Because now they're just trying to fight them off, like, and they can't do it. Now we're coming back out here to try again. It's not great. It's not great. If we exercise a little bit more patience and come out with the Graviton when we have our team here, maybe this fight goes completely differently. Maybe we actually win because the Graviton is a really strong ultimate. Now we should just change to D.Va because we need to get out there quicker and contest the point for as long as possible. D.Va's one of the best stalling heroes in the game. So maybe it goes completely differently if we're just a little bit more patient. We'll of course never know because that happened in a different timeline, but more patience was required right there. So now we're trying to attack. So we're gonna talk about the third point of the email, which was Baby's first push on Hanamura. So the thing is with attacking on any map is that especially ones with hard choke points like this though, is that the hardest thing is getting your team to go with you, because they have to go with you in most circumstances. Like, sometimes you can make it happen where it's like, a couple of people make the whole push happen, but you need a lot of ultimates to make that work usually, and the person has to do really well, and they have to play really badly. It's not very realistic. So the biggest thing is going to be getting people to go with you. So I assume we're coming up here in case somebody's up here. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. So, when you're trying to go through Hanamura, there's like, this is, you know, I made a map guide for Hanamura, and there's one thing I really do regret, like, not saying in it, and that was, when you're attacking Hanamura, what you really want to avoid doing as much as possible is just fighting in the rock garden itself, because the rock garden is really fucking scary, right? Because, think about it, right? The reason it's kind of the same reason that the second checkpoint on Hanamura is hard to attack or defend by standing on it, because it's just a big open square. The rock garden is the same thing. It's just a big open square with like a billion ways you can be shot at, because think about it. They can shoot you from there. Maybe someone's over here. They can shoot you from over there. They can shoot you from, if you're going through the rock garden, so we're like here. They can shoot you from there. They can shoot you from here. They can shoot you from there. They can shoot you from up here, maybe. They can shoot you from up there, maybe. Shoot you from on the point. They can shoot through the windows in some cases. They can shoot at you from over here. If somebody was in this doorway, they can shoot at you from that doorway. They can shoot at you from that doorway. They can shoot at you from a lot of fucking places if you're in the rock garden, is the moral of the story. So you really want to avoid being in the rock garden, because, like, there's a lot of places you can get attacked from, and there's not a lot you can really do about it. Because also, think about it, most of it's high ground as well, that you could be shot from. Somebody's up here. Oh god, that's high ground. Over here, well, that's kind of high ground, but they just got, like, a strong position to stand in. That's high ground, that's high ground, that's high ground. This is not high ground, but it's just far back. The window back there is high ground, though. It's really easy to get killed if you're in the rock garden, so you really want to avoid that as much as possible, because it's just, fuck, I can get shot at from a lot of places, right? So, the issue is, with attacking on any map, is you kind of need your team to be on the same page as you, and you all need to actually, like, go in together, and this is going to be very hard or very easy, depending on the team that you have. When you're attacking Hanamura, there's like 3 good options, right? Because there is always the 4th option of go straight at it, which is also what you want to do, because, like, it's kind of a bait, really, isn't it? Because you come around the corner and you're like, oh fuck, look, it's the objective. I'm gonna go, but then you have to go through the rock garden. Oh god, that's scary. So, like, realistically, the better options are go through here, because think about it, right? You go in this room. If anybody's in here, like, a whole team isn't going to be standing in this room. So if you get your team, or most of your team, to go in there with you, somebody's in there, they're dead. Like, you just crush in there on 1 or 2 people, they're dead, 100%. Right? And then, suddenly, there's way less places you can get shot at if you come from that approach, because then, suddenly, all of these places on this side of the map, they aren't really going to be shooting at you anymore, because you're going to clear them all out, right? You're going to be underneath that area, so they can't shoot you. You're going to come up this way, so if anybody was over here, you're going to clear them out. If anybody's up here, they got to move, or you'll come up and kill them. So then suddenly, you're attacking from this side, so the only places they can shoot at you from anymore are up here or over here, from on the point. So suddenly, you've drastically reduced the number of options that the enemy team have to fight you from. And then also, think about it, if you got a Reinhardt, we've already established they're all going to be over there as the defending team. Reinhardt can just block that at that point, because that's the only place they can shoot at you from. And there's 2 options from there as well, because you can go low, or you could go high. High is going to take you longer, but you'll more thoroughly clear out this side, which is, you know, good. And then there's way less places you can get shot at, right? Because you go through here, fuck, lots of places. Over here, only really those places. The other option is you can try and go this way. Then, you can sort of try and jump on the point, or you can go a little bit more around the back and try to go from that way. And then that accomplishes the same thing, that then this side of the map, they can't shoot at you from anymore. They only have these areas to shoot at you from. So you've drastically reduced the number of options they have. This way is significantly less safe, because there's less cover over here, right? You go through here, you're in the house, you're really covered, really safe. Though this is a slightly less good angle, because the enemy team will have high ground advantage trying to shoot at you from that side. This way is less safe, but you'll be attacking from a more advantageous position. So that's kind of what you want. The basic idea is, like, avoid this area, though, as much as possible, because fuck, I can get shot at from so many places. The biggest issue with attacking on any map, though, is just that your team needs to be with you, right? You have to kind of be on the same page to some degree, and they have to actually go in with you. And sometimes that's just not going to happen. Sometimes your team is just not going to work with you, especially if you're solo. I try to give all advice from the perspective of a solo player, because it only really gets easier if you're with more people, because then you can actually coordinate. Like, if you're solo, sometimes your team is just not going to work with you, and it's going to be basically impossible for you to attack the point realistically. Hopefully your team works with you at least a little bit, right? Like, you don't need everybody either. If you're just gonna go this way, if you got like 4 people, you crushed in on 1 or 2 people, they're gonna die, right? They're still gonna die. Instead of being 100%, it's gonna be like 80% chance they die, right? And then you can still do the same thing, but with less people, but like, if it's just you, or just you and like 1 other person, it's gonna be really hard, so. Sometimes it's just not gonna be tenable because of your team comp. Well, not your team comp, but the people on your team. So, that's, all the advice I can really give on, attacking Hanamura, because just, like, avoid that area, try to take these areas. A lot of it just comes down to if your team's gonna go with you, really. So we are basically performing exactly what we want to do, where we're coming in here, but the thing is, we didn't do it quite right, because Dia's lost her mech, Lucio died. Mercy did, res the person, and here's where it falls apart, where we didn't then properly follow stage 2. Because this has gone okay, right? We did exactly what we wanted to do. We killed 1 person, we're in a good position now, Bastion. We don't have a Reinhardt, so it makes approaching a little bit more difficult, but now, stage 2 of this operation would be, go over here. Because then you come out, because again, we don't want to go through the rock garden, right? We just established that. The way we go right here, oh no, that's through the rock garden. Don't go through the rock garden. Stage 2 of this plan would be go up here, with your team, ideally, and then start just like, pushing in. And you got a few options. You can go like around here, you can go up there, or you can go around this way as well, right? You can start branching off and still be attacking kind of like a united front. Like, just like, and we also have to wait to make sure our team is actually with us on that one, because don't forget, we did lose some momentum because Lucio died and, Diva lost her mech. So Diva's not going to be doing much for the near future, and Mercy's probably going to go back to res Lucio, or at least try to. So we have to kind of slow down a little bit, because our team has just lost a bit of momentum. It's okay, because they just lost their main tank. He's got a long way to come back. If Mercy comes over here to try and res him, we can kill her, because we're all over here. So we need to be a little bit more patient, and then phase 2 would be go up here and attack this way. Instead, we go right at them. And they've got a Bastion. And we don't have our bubble yet. Oh god. So we just kind of get killed when we arrive. And now, oh no, now it's all really gonna fall apart, because now Diva was out of mech, so suddenly they're completely without a tank, and Reinhardt got res, but our team wasn't in a position to punish him for Mercy for coming to res him. Oh no, it all falls apart. So stage 1 went fantastic. Well, mostly. Like, we lost a couple people going in, but like, we could res the Lucio, Diva can always get a new mech back, we killed someone, we were in a great position. Phase 2 is where it all started to fall apart.
I can come back to the choke.
So, if we're maybe a little bit more cautious right there, maybe the game also goes differently. So, we're halfway towards Primal Rage right now, which is... At this point, I would probably not continue to play Winston. Because Bastion is going to make it really difficult for you to play Winston. And also, if you think about what we already talked about, what we want to do, right, where we want to try and go the other ways, which we already sort of understood it looked like, Reinhardt or would be more helpful, because then we can, like, be more covered as we come into, like, the right side, and then as we try to go in position, we can block the Bastion as we move across, and Lucio can speed boost us, so we'll definitely do it. Reinhardt would be better, and we've also got Diva. She can do the diving part for us, and we can just kind of, like, walk the rest of our team in and, like, cover the early part of it. Roadhog would also be good, because Roadhog's really good at killing Bastion, because you hook him out of turret form and he's dead. The issue is they have Reinhardt and Orisa, so we might not always be able to hook him. Maybe you pick Zarya, because Zarya can kind of cover people and then graviton them. They die, they're all going to be really tucked in together because they've got a Bastion comp, so they're going to be built around the Bastion, so if you graviton them, combo some ults, they'll die. Maybe you say Orisa, because she can kind of barrier your people as you walk in. You got to be a little bit more patient about it, and then we can kind of like try and break their barriers. Winston is going to be really hard to make work because of their team comp, so bare minimum, I would not keep playing Winston in this team comp. And also, after, like, how well that first part went, I would go, alright, Reinhardt's really good right now, because we can do that again, but then I can help with the approach a little bit more, rather than if I'm Winston. So, come around the corner, get Earth Shattered, get killed. Moral of, you know, the silver lining is that they've used Earth Shatter now, so they can't use it when we come in the second time. Also, I'm happy to confirm, playing Reinhardt is less sad now. I've been playing a lot more Reinhardt because it finally feels less terrible. Finally. It's like, oh, last like 10 games I've played, it's been like Reinhardt versus Reinhardt, and I've been like, oh, my element. It's just like how I wanted it to be these last like 3 seasons. I can finally just outplay the other Reinhardt and win the game again, because like, Moira suddenly is everywhere, Reinhardt's good against Moira, people still like to play these kind of like Reinhardt, Bastion-y, Orisa things, so like Reinhardt's good against these kind of things as well, because they probably got a Reinhardt, you can fight the Reinhardt, you can block block the Moira. Teams are just generally a lot slower now, at least from early reports, from what I've seen so far anyway, so Reinhardt started feeling less sad. And what a time to be alive. So, their Reinhardt's Earth Shatter is down right now. He's a lot less scary than he was a minute ago. So we're just gonna run in, we put our bubble down, we're sprinting in. Again, stage 1 has gone great. We're in. Diva's lost her mech. We've lost Diva, which is terrible. Diva is not that far away. As long as we're kind of patient, we can also wait until Diva is mostly back and then try to engage the fight. Not a good use of our bubble because, like, nothing's really happening. We did call out Reinhardt was coming. Reinhardt was not allowed to do this, and he has died as a result. Mercy's not allowed to do that. Reaper fucking span on her just to make sure she died, which is honestly okay, because if they lose Reinhardt and Mercy, we shouldn't need Death Blossom to win the rest of this fight. And now they've lost Anna, so they're fucked. Look at how much better that went when Stage 2 went better, right? And, like, yeah, they helped us out, because their Reinhardt performed a very illegal maneuver, and then Mercy followed it up with a second illegal maneuver. But, see how much easier that was when we just, like, go, alright, we're gonna go in here, now we're gonna go up there, alright. We're nice and safe. They can't really do much to get us out of here unless they want to come in and try to kill us, which won't go well, as we saw right there. And we lost Diva. Diva's close. We're pretty safe up here. We can just be chill, wait till Diva's back, start the fight. So easy. So much easier than going through the death pit in the middle. That's like the one thing I really regret about like the Hanamura video I made. I didn't say something to that effect in it. I might redo that guide because of that. So. We're just trying to run straight onto the point right now, which is generally not super recommended. However, it goes better than expected. So Winston is still pretty bad because they have Bastion. He's always going to make life difficult, and we're just not really good at killing their team, just in general, because that's like McCree can defend himself. Orisa, we ain't going to kill Orisa. Reinhardt, we ain't going to kill Reinhardt. We aren't going to kill Bastion. So it's like, maybe we kill McCree, maybe we kill the supports. It's going to be hard, though. So, the thing is with the second point on Hanamura is it's just generally very hard to attack, right? Because, there are not many options, right? Because, like, we all know this option is, like, off limits. Like, that gets you killed. Sometimes you can straight snowball it through. It's kind of the only way that ever works out, because it's, like, basically death. So, after that point, you don't have very many options when attacking Hanamura. And this is the one everyone's going to go with. The thing is, this is still hard, right? Like, it's not easy to do this, because you have to walk through, like, the death corridor to try and take this area. But you also can't let them sit in this area, because if you try and push in on that area and they're up there, they'll just kill you, as we saw right there. So, you kind of have to do that. There was this thing that, like, some people said, and that I've seen some people say about this map, where, like, an option no one ever takes advantage of is you can go, like, here, and then go down here, and go through the doorway over there, and start attacking from this side. It's like, yeah, on paper this sounds really good. Good fucking luck getting your team to go that way with you, right? So, like, I'm gonna get on the chat, and I'm gonna be like, alright guys, we're gonna go in the front door, we're gonna jump in the trench, we're gonna go on this staircase over here, and then we're gonna attack them from the balcony. I don't think so. I don't, and then some people took it even further where they were like, that's kind of scary. So like, if you go like this way, like, around here, right? It takes you a really fucking long time, but you get to that doorway, and then you can attack from over here. And then, like, you can attack from, like, that way, or you can come up this way, and I'm like, alright, that sounds fantastic. Good luck getting your solo queue team to do that with you. Maybe if you got, like, a fucking pre-made of 5 or 6 men, that'll work out, but, no, that's not very realistic, honestly. So really, all we've got is, like, this, and we got that. Theoretically, we got that, but, like, it's like how defending the first checkpoint on Volskaya Industries, the best thing to do is actually sit around the point and defend from the high ground area. Good luck getting your team in solo queue to do that, unless you're in, like, Masters or Grandmasters. Well, I want to do this. Alright, maybe when you're in Masters or Grandmasters, that's gonna happen. It's not gonna happen below that, though. Didn't really like that idea very much. So, like, all we really got is this, and we got this. The thing is, that's gonna be really hard versus their team, right? Like, we are, bare minimum, we're gonna need, like, a Reinhardt to try and get through here, because we gotta advance into an Orisa Reinhardt, Bastion comp. So we've either gotta go in really fucking decisively, like, we've gotta dive in all 6 men onto those people and kill them, or we're gonna have to try and slowly, like, inch our way forward behind our Reinhardt barrier with a, like, hopefully a Lucio speed boost and get in like that. So we do have a Lucio, that makes things easier. But, like, this is gonna be difficult to do because of their team comp, but it's, like, the only option that is realistically available to us. So, we are trying to make this happen right now, and, yeah. If we've got Reinhardt, this maybe is easier. It will still be, I mean, it will be easier than, with a Winston. Winston doesn't bring much to fighting this team comp, Reinhardt would make it easier, but, like, it's still gonna be hard. Like, it's not gonna be easy to push into that place versus their team, because it just isn't. You've gotta run up the staircase that's pretty long, into a Reinhardt Bastion Orisa comp. They've got a McCree as well, to stun us as we come in. Anna might make us purple as we run in. If it was like Moira was in this game as well, because this was before Moira could be picked in competitive. It's like they got a Moira as well, throwing fucking orbs into the doorway, and then she uses Coalescence as we try to run through. Oh, Jesus Christ, right? It's hard. It's hard to attack Hanamura. All the 2 CP maps are. So, D.Va tried the Naked D.Va ult, it didn't work. Reinhardt's been nano boosted. It's really hard to stop this. While we're doing this, the silver lining is the rest of our team was off making big plays while that was happening with us over here. So, if they execute those big plays a bit better, maybe we end up getting control of the point, but, like, it didn't work. And then our team is coming out at, like, half over here, half over there.
I should switch up Genji.
That might be the thing. But to what?
Go for it.
I would not keep playing Winston versus this team. Like, it's gonna be so difficult versus that team comp. There's just Bastion just makes it so difficult to play Winston baseline, but then it's like, they're 2 tanks, we can't do anything to them, because we're Winston. McCree, maybe we kill, he can still defend himself and, like, run away, bare minimum. So it's like, supports, but, like, oh god. So, this goes okay, until we run into Bastion's line of sight, and then suddenly, he just chews right the fuck through us, and then, oh no! I was very sad to watch through the first time. Watched this through earlier, and I went, oh god, like, right as it happened. It's just so sad. I would not have expected to find a McCree down there in, like, a million years, so just kind of like, fuck, unlucky. So, that push was already going badly by that point, so probably wasn't gonna really happen. Roadhog might still be better, because we can try and hook the Bastion out, which is always a very consistent way to kill Bastion. Though we are going to change to Roadhog right now. Not much time left, as you can see, so, yeah, we don't capture this point. Not to spoil the surprise or anything. Roadhog is good against Bastion. In my mind, he is the best counter to Bastion. Well, one of the best counters to Bastion in the game, because, hook a Bastion and he dies. Anna's really good because you sleep the Bastion, you should die. Moira is very good because you can just throw orbs at the Bastion, and that is incredibly annoying, actually, and the Bastion will start moving. Then you got Coalescence, and you're like, now you're gonna fucking move, aren't you, bitch? And he's gonna move. And your team can go in with the Coalescence, and that ends up being pretty good. As well as just generally being very annoying. Very easy to build ult charge as Moira versus a Bastion team, because you just throw the orbs at the Bastion team, and then you're building a lot of charge. And then Coalescence really makes you not want to stay bunched up in the same spot anymore. We'll talk about that when that Moira guide eventually happens. So we're trying to push in right now. Bastion is dead, because we have Junkrat, and he killed him with the tire. We lost Junkrat, but I'll call that a worthwhile trade. So now we're running in. And things are going really well. Then we hook the Mercy. Unfortunately, the Mercy does die in the end. We didn't quite one-shot her, but she did end up dying. We go up to try and break the bongo, and we're like, oh fuck, gotta reload. May's got her ultimate, so we come in with like a lot of ultimates, right? And the start of this fight goes pretty well. We end up dying, and, you know, it's kind of unfortunate. We tried to break the bongo, but we just, like, miscalculated our ammo, basically, and then we were kind of standing there. Got made purple, and then when you're made purple, you're gonna die. It's just how it is. And that's the story of how we lost the second checkpoint on Hanamura. High noon's happening around this corner right now, so we know... Yeah. Got put to sleep. Hooked the Bastion. Got put to sleep, though. Lucio's gonna try, but... I'd be impressed. I'd be impressed. Mercy doesn't do that either. And that's the story of how we lost the game on Hanamura, and it was very sad. So, attacking the first checkpoint was actually pretty good. Like, it took us a while to do it, but it only took, like, 2 actual pushes, right? So, and we could have probably done it in 1 push if we executed the first push a little bit better. It was a pretty good Deadeye. And then... Oh no. Oh god. Oh Jesus. Oh. He's fucking dead. Things that stand out the most in this game. Just like change off Winston. Honestly. Like it's just not feasible that Winston's gonna work against that team, at least not consistently. And the other thing would be just like be more patient, like as Winston and Zarya. This could have both applied to both of them for different reasons. Patience. Patience is key. Very fast game, Overwatch, but patience does come into it in certain areas, like the areas we talked about earlier. So, thank you very much for watching if you did. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm more than happy to answer. If you felt I answered your questions from the email inadequately, please let me know. I'll try to expand further, and I hope you found the video helpful.